Ginger? What you chewing on, your bone? What you chewing on? Huh? Put this down a little bit. It's a little bit better. Yeah. Don't have anybody yet, doesn't look like. I did change this at the last minute from 8 a.m. to 9. There we go. Looks like we have one person here so far. Good morning. Yeah, I know I changed this kind of later last night. I was supposed to start this at 8 a.m. And then I'm thinking, I'm off today. I'm thinking, I can't have this at 8 a.m. I gotta pick up my wife up or take my wife to work. And my girls are both home from school for a teacher in service day, so there's that. So whoever is out there right now, good morning to you. Ginger, you were chewing that bone awfully loud, girl. Good morning. I hope I can say that right. Yamaleth? I hope I said that correctly. Good morning. I hope you are all doing good. Wow, people are coming in quick. Good morning, all, or wherever you are located. Here in Delaware, it's a little after 9 a.m. on the East Coast. I know Florida got hit pretty hard with the hurricane, so my prayers and thoughts are all with them. I heard, unfortunately, some people unfortunately lost their lives, so terrible, terrible thing. So yeah, I just wanted to come in and do kind of like an impromptu live chat. A lot of people have enjoyed these, so I thought I'd try to, as I'm able to, do them a little bit more. Would like to do them weekly if I could, if my time allows me. I work from home, so that kind of gives me a little bit better opportunity than some would that have to drive to work. So good morning, Robert. Good morning from Memphis. Cool. Robert, how far are you from Graceland? Just out of curiosity. Whenever I see, like, for my clients at work, sometimes I'll get a client and they're from Memphis, Tennessee, and we're talking about different things, and I'm helping them out, and I'll say, my dog is like got her snout under my tripod legs. Good morning, Marcelo. But what was I saying? I lost my thought just that quickly. Oh, whenever I get a client, about 20 minutes. Cool, Robert. Do you frequent off it since you live so close? Like, do you check it out, everyone? I know they got the new exhibits with the jumpsuits and stuff that started earlier this summer. I guess you get to go quite often. That would be so awesome to actually live in Memphis, to be that close. Where I am, it's about a 13-hour drive. A buddy of mine, him and I are thinking very seriously about going maybe in March of this coming year, taking a day trip, just him and I driving. So it's about a 12 and a half, 13-hour drive from where I am here in Delaware. The last time I went, I flew back in 2001. Been a couple years. Wow, Robert. Hey, Ricky. Thank you for joining, buddy. Appreciate that. My dog is cracking me up. My puppy, I should say. She's 10 months old? Yeah, she's 10 months old. She is all puppy, too. She's chewing. It's funny, my wife and I got her, it's not rawhide, because you're not supposed to give dogs rawhides anymore for whatever reason, but it's kind of a bone material, and it's really dense, but she is a lab, if anybody's seen her, she's popped up on the video a couple times. She is a lab shepherd boxer mix, so she is absolutely gorgeous. She's chewed this piece of bone down to like 2 or 3 little pieces about this big, and she chews on it constantly. Like, she's been chewing on this one piece. Here she is. Hi. Say hi. Huh? You want to say hi? She's a sweet girl. She really is. You want to say hi, camera? Look. No, I want to sniff you and give you kisses. Yeah, she's a good girl. She's ornery as the day is long, but she's a good dog. Get back from there. Come on, over here. Ornery little thing. But I mean, she does normal puppy stuff. You see now she wants me to play fetch with her. She has this yellow, like, rubber, this thing. She always wants to play fetch with it. Oh my word. At the most inopportune times. But yeah, so she's been chewing on that thing for literally like a month. It's, like I said, it's only about this big, and she just sits there and chews and chews and chews. But yeah, sometimes I'll ask my clients if say they're from Memphis. I'll be like, "How far is Grayson from you?" And you'd be surprised the ones you're like, "I'm not really an Elvis fan. You know, I drive past it on my way to work," and meaning Graceland. I'm thinking, man, to be that close. But it's like anything, you know. If you live in that state and you have full access to it all the time, you probably don't appreciate it as much as somebody like, you know, those that are out there watching that don't live in Memphis. So Robert, since Robert is a fan, I'm sure he does appreciate it. It's just, you know, life happens and you get busy. Crawfish. Hey man, it's brawl. That was pretty funny. Yeah, so bear with me. Fellow dog lover, she's gorgeous. We have a rough collie lassie that we named Grace. Oop, hold on, let me pop those comments. The comments go away on this so quick. That we named Grace, partially Graceland, and also always likes Grace Kelly. That is so cool, Ricky. Yeah, yeah. Ginger was her name when we adopted her. We adopted her from the SPCA here in Delaware back on, actually on my daughter's birthday in April, and she was. I think how old she was then. She was. I think she was 4 months old, 3 months old. But she was a little bit smaller, but she's just a good dog. Like we've been in this house for 10 years. My wife and I have been married for 15, and we didn't have a dog. We live in a townhouse. It's a big townhouse. I think this townhouse is 1,600 square feet. So it's got 4 levels. It's got a loft, which we've converted to my oldest daughter's bedroom. But the backyards here aren't really big, so we didn't want to get a dog. My wife and I both prefer bigger dogs. She's probably going to max out at about 43, 45 pounds. She's probably about 40, 42 pounds now. She's not real big, but she runs and zips all around. They call them zoomies. You've probably heard that, but she zips and runs, and she's very active. She's a pup, so, but we go on long walks. We have a real nice neighborhood here. There's a pond down up the street, and in fact, when I get off the stream, we'll go for a quick walk. So, yeah, she's a good girl. What to talk about? What do you guys have on your mind? What do you guys want to discuss here in end of November? Depending where you are, December 2nd, most places, Elvis on tour. The box set comes out. I do kind of have a big announcement I'm probably going to do on my channel probably this afternoon. I'll probably keep this live stream for probably about 30, 35 minutes, only because, like I said, I got to take her for a walk, but then I got to be in town for an eye doctor appointment at 10:30 a.m. It's like a pre-op. I'd had surgery on my left eye. Some of you who follow my channel might remember. I had something had broken off inside my eye, and there was a massive flow, which happens. It happens for people who have severe nearsightedness. And as you get older, your eyes can degenerate and pieces break off. It's like a gel, and it was blocking my vision, so they had to go in there and take it out. Well, it happened in my right eye about 4 months ago, so I got to get it done in my right eye. So I got to go there to get it looked at and take pictures and I guess opt for surgery, which the surgery is outpatient. You go to the actual hospital, but the whole process takes about 3-4 hours. So it's kind of a pain, but I'll probably get it done sooner than later. Usually they can get you in within a couple of weeks, so we'll see. I am trying to do this live stream, Ginger. Oh my word. Are you still going to do the listening party? Yes, Ricky, I am. Good, you saw that. Yeah, I'll probably do that. Let's see. Today, I gotta keep my bearings straight. Today's Thursday. I will probably do it tentatively. I'll probably do it next Tuesday. Haven't picked a time yet, but I'll probably do it next Tuesday. We'll jam out, and hopefully YouTube won't block it. Sometimes I think if you adjust the volumes and you go down volume and maybe talk through some of it. Oh, you're welcome, Ricky. My pleasure. YouTube won't block it if you play excerpts or parts. So maybe that's what I'll do. What I might do is pull out some vinyl that is a little bit not as common or anything. We'll just listen to some of it, and there's certain things you guys want to listen to. I'll put it on the turntable, and and then what I might do is the one after that. I might do it like where it's strictly CD, like maybe some of the FTD session sets and some of the FTD, the harder to find FTD CDs we'll listen to. So, good morning, Jeffrey. How are you? Elvis deep cut. So yeah, I mean, anybody can listen to the common stuff, but the stuff that are, like the FTD CDs. That's what's so nice about the FTD CDs and even the vinyl is, it's stuff that, up until 1999 you couldn't really get because that's when the label originated, was in 1999, and it's good stuff. It's really good stuff. A little pricey. I always thought FTD was a little bit on the pricey side. Yeah, you have to pardon me. Ginger decides she wants to play fetch. She's good at that too. Like, she learned at a very young age. Now the problem is she doesn't drop it. She doesn't drop it. She wants to throw it. Robert, my favorite FTD. Honestly, of the CD, it's a tie for first. My favorite is probably the Blue Hawaii FTD CD. And I think my second one is The Wonder of You, which was the August 13th of 1970. That was recorded during the That's the Way It Is. That to me is his best concert performance he ever did. The song selection, come on, the song selection. I'm not like pulling her teeth out. Like, she's gets a grip on it. And what? Huh? Yeah, I'm a good girl. So that she likes to get a little rough, but she nips. She doesn't hurt anybody. Hey Nigel, how are you, buddy? Nigel's a good friend. Nigel and I chit chat back and forth, and we're on Facebook together. So Nigel's a good guy. So there you go. She is full of energy. Let me tell you. She's prancing back. Come on, you gotta let go so I can throw it. I got the bootleg of that. It's a great concert. Robert, it is, man. That concert, of all the concerts he's ever done, it's the song selection. I think the set list on that concert is absolutely phenomenal. And the FTD version of it, it just sounds so good. They remixed it, cleaned it all up, and it sounds spectacular. So those two are my favorite. My favorite FTD album, that's a tough one. I really like, I think the On Stage, February 1970 might be my favorite. Thanks you, Nigel. Hey Mark, I'm driving, so I really can't do the chat, but I'm here for probably, well, I hope you're doing well, Ed. I've enjoyed your videos. It's funny, Ed, I went back and searched on YouTube for that concert that your father went to. It was rough. And actually, the audio of it doesn't sound that bad. It was about an hour and 19-minute concert. Because by like 74-ish, 75, his concerts were longer. Because before that, they were running about an hour or less, as you know. I'm telling you, like, you don't know this. The expert, you got your parents have seen him, dozens and dozens of times. But I was watching your video and listening to your dad on the I love you guys' New York accent. I got to tell you straight up, I love your accents. But your dad seems so cool. But your dad's like, yeah, I've seen him so many times, and his voice is great, and but he was just off that concert. I would say off is like an understatement. I have heard a ton of Elvis's concerts, and I've even heard some of the ones that you've played on your channel through the years, and yeah, there was something off with him that night. Like, I don't know if he missed medication. I don't know if he took extra like you're right. He was slurring his words. And it's funny because you said it almost word for word when he said, somebody asked me if I have a little pooch, and hey man, it's bra. Good morning, Michael. I'll try to answer your question here in a second. But Ed, if you haven't seen it, Ed posted a video. It's the King's Court. I'm sure all of you watching are very familiar with it. Great channel. My first channel I ever subscribed to. He posted a video about 48 years ago yesterday was at Elvis's worst concert. And and we looked it up, and it's called not the mess it was recorded in Maryland. Can't remember the name off the top of my head, but the chaos, I think. Chaos at, I don't know, I can't remember the actual title of the bootleg. But, and the audio, like I said, the audio is not that bad for a bootleg. But yeah, Elvis almost from the very get-go, when he was singing CC Rider, he just wasn't on point. And he did Amen after that, and he was like mumbling through the middle of it. And then he does like this dialogue. It's probably a good 5-6 minutes, and he's just talking about, he said, and this is kind of going off Ed's channel. College Park, yes, Robert. College Park in Maryland. That's where Ed's dad and mom went and saw him. And I think Ed will probably tell you, every concert otherwise they saw him in Vegas. I think they went to all 4 shows at the Garden. Spot on. Elvis was awesome. This night, I think he said his parents, chaos at College Park, yes. And then I think you said that your parents actually walked out. It was like almost embarrassing. But, and they felt bad for Elvis because they knew this wasn't what he normally did. Elvis always gave his best no matter what. But, Ginger, get grief, she's like mauling me. He was saying, his dad was saying that like, because there's a part where he says, somebody did a newspaper article on me and said that I had like a pooch or a pouch or something on my stomach. He said, but I guess he was indicating that he was packing, that, there's some crazy people. Somebody might want to shoot my belly button off or something like that. It was just, I don't know, like it was almost a bizarre concert. It was. That was probably the only way to, the best way to describe that show is bizarre. And me personally, from the songs, I didn't listen to the whole concert. I probably listened to like the first 35-40 minutes of it just to see. And even like his vocals, to me, like his vocals were always good. He always had that wonderful voice, but it's like the effort just wasn't there. I don't know what it was. Like he seemed disinterested. And yeah, Michael Smith says, "Hi Ed, I really enjoyed your father's description of College Park." Yeah, it was a cool video. Go ahead. My dog is like, has so much energy, it's ridiculous. Hey, Kyrie from Germany. Karsten, come on. So yeah, it was definitely a bizarre recording. You can find it on YouTube. It's chaos at. Hold on, let me get back through the. Yeah, chaos at College Park is the name. If you go to YouTube and put Elvis chaos at College Park, you'll find it's got the full concert. Like I said, it's in like an hour. There's actually two downloads of it. Hey everyone, paunch meaning fat. Yeah, thanks Ed. What? No bite. She like nips, which isn't common for a puppy, huh, Ginger? Did you nip? Yeah, it wasn't his best performance. But there's actually 2 versions of it on YouTube. I listened to the shorter one. One's like 1:21, and the other one's like an hour 21 minutes. And the other the one I listened to was an hour and 18 minutes. It has actually some pictures from the show. Ginger, Michael says hi. Huh? Yeah, I know. And I was saying those are just joining. I've already been on for almost 19 minutes. I probably got to keep this for like another maybe 15 minutes. I got to take her for a quick walk in the neighborhood, and then I got to head into town, which I hate driving to. I got to get a pre-op for surgery on my right eye. I had surgery on my left eye in July, I think, and I got to get the right one done. It's not like for removing like cataracts or anything like that. It's like a degenerative thing where something broke off in this eye and I had it removed, and then something broke off. It's really like impeding on my vision. So, it's funny. Kyrie says, Ed, your father told the story as if it was yesterday. Wow, love those stories. It's amazing to me, like when Ed called, like you got to watch the video. The video is about 15, 16 minutes. It's very interesting. And he calls his dad, and he puts him on speakerphone. And hey, Marcus, listening to his Japanese pressing of Raise on Rock. I know that's your favorite album, Marcus. But like your dad, like just, sorry, got the prompt I'm also in power on my phone. But yeah, it's amazing how your dad just like picked it up and knew exactly what you were talking about. And like you mentioned the date, you said 48 years ago today, you went to, College Park in Maryland, and boom, like he picked it up like it was, like he said, like it was yesterday. Um, so, and just curious, I've always wondered this, how many times do you think your parents have seen Elvis? And how many times have you seen, most importantly, I've wondered how many times you have. I know you saw him a couple times at Nassau Coliseum. How many times have you seen him total? I don't know if you can see, Ginger's got this. It's like a little tire. It feels like a tire, but it's real small. But man, this dog got a grip for as young as she is, man. She's got like jaws of steel. Huh, baby. So I don't know. It's just a cool video. Makes you kind of sad because, like I said, I don't know what was wrong with Elvis, but he definitely wasn't himself. And you're talking. This is coming off the heels. 5-6 months before is what he did his Memphis recording. Marcus Shank says, I heard VPI is coming out with CD releases. They are, finally. VPI, the French label, they only released their releases on vinyl. My father says they've seen him over 100, and I have seen him between 5 and 10 times. It's difficult to really pinpoint. Well, for you, Ed, because you were pretty young, because you're a year younger than me. I was born in '68, but I know you saw him. There's the video you did with Elvis kissing your cheek. I always get this wrong, and giving you the scarf. You gotta let go if you want me to play fetch with you. Go ahead. You getting tired? She's been running back and forth, so she's tired. Oh, I missed that last comment. Yeah, I was alive during. Hey, Joseph, my good buddy Joseph. Over 100 times, man. And the fact that they saw him at the Garden all 4 times, I never knew that until you uploaded, you did the conversion from your mom's tapes, which then you converted to CD, then you converted them to the file, so that was pretty cool. Yeah, Marcus said that concert was sad. It was sad. Yeah, I kind of found, and maybe this is just me, I kind of found that, like I said, Elvis always had that amazing voice, but I kind of found like he rambled. He talked a lot more to his audience, which is cool, but he talked a lot more in his later concerts, like 75, 76, 77, where like if you listen even to like the Garden, if you listen to the Garden videos, or Garden concerts, I should say, anything in 1970, that he didn't interact a whole lot with his audience, and he would do his normal, kissing the girls coming up to the stage and giving scarves out, but he wasn't real talkative. Kyrie says, Ed, love to hear more stories from concerts by your dad. Yeah, go over Ed's library. He's got a ton of videos, and he's at his channel. I think he had his 10th year, I think in December, if my memory serves me correctly, December, January. Yeah, he's got a huge library, just really great stuff. He does album reviews. He does talks about new releases. Talks a lot on the history of his parents and the King's Court, and how his parents co-founded it with Pat, and I should remember her husband's name. I don't for the life of me. And just their friendship, and how they did the King's Court for a couple years together, that meeting Elvis behind stage, meeting Tom Parker, just really cool stuff. If you're an Elvis fan, you gotta check his channel out. What you doing, Ginger? So Ed might be at work, but yeah, check out his channel. It's really cool. Like I said, there's a lot of great channels out there that I follow, and some subpar, but most of them are really good. It's sad they had to resort to doing more solos than singing. Yeah, and like I noticed like, and so, especially in like 76, 77, like when he would introduce his band, like which isn't a bad idea, like each person, like Ronnie Tutt, Jerry Schiff, like they'd each do like a minute and a half solo. Like Ronnie would do the drums, and he'd say, "This is Ronnie Tutt." Yeah, good drum and guitar solo, and each one would do like Glenn Hart, and he'd do a little piano thing. And so instead of the introductions normally taking a minute and a half, 6 years. Oh, Ed, I'm sorry. I could have swore you said that it was 10 years. Hey, they say the mind's the first to go. Um, but and then like I know like Kathy Westmoreland would do like a solo, and then sometimes JD Sumner and the Stamps would he'd do solo. So it was a reason why his shows ended up being like an hour and 20 minutes, an hour and a half. The Memphis show on March 20th of '74, yeah, Kathy doing My Heavenly Father. But when he did that concert in Memphis, of course, RCA recorded it and they edited it when it was released later that year, and it was shorter. And then when FTD released it, they released the entire concert. I think it's almost an hour and a half. That's actually one of my favorite concerts. Elvis sounded spot on. So it's bizarre to think that 5, 6 months later, Elvis gave that poor performance in Maryland. So, are you tired? You settling down? Yeah, she's laying right in front of me, chewing on her little rubber tire. um, yeah, so yeah, I'm kind of switching gears. I am going to have an announcement, a pretty big announcement. Probably do the video later this afternoon announcing it. It's pretty big. I'm not leaving my channel, nothing like that, but it's just something that's kind of been on my mind, something I've been thinking about, something I've been pondering, and sometimes you just go through parts of your life, and I'm in my 50s, and we've been doing a lot of renovations. As most of you who follow my channel know, we tore down, completely demolished the deck in parts, and we put up a brand new deck. It's absolutely stunning. We love it out there. We got furniture out there now, and it's just really nice. And then downstairs where my office is, with me working at home, I also have my gym downstairs because it's pretty much the length of our house downstairs. So we're completely renovating it, painting it, putting all new flooring in, and it's just been a huge undertaking. We've been working on it the last 2 weekends, my wife and I, just the costs of it, and you can probably kind of get an idea where I might be going with this. But like I said, I'm not going to go into it here. I want to, hopefully make this video at some point today. But we want to like do some different things down there, move some stuff around, make it almost like a game room as well. Just a big like entertainment area in addition to when I am working, and put a TV down there. So yeah, look for that announcement. So yeah, I probably never saw Elvis live, Sally, but had the pleasure of seeing and meeting Scotty, DJ, and the Jordanaires. Joseph, that's funny. No, I don't think there's anything wrong in the introductions. It's just funny how like when you listen to the Madison Square Garden recordings, he just goes through it and introduces this whole band, literally in like a minute. And then by like I said, 75, maybe 76ish, it was more like a 20-minute, not 20, it was probably 15-minute introductions, and each one would give. Yeah, Marcus said even Aloha was that way quick. Like he got through introductions quick. Kathy Westmoreland, the little girl does her high voice singing Kathy Westmoreland. On the Fender bass, Jerry Schiff, like he would, and it's funny because I didn't pick up on this until years later. On the afternoon concert at Madison Square Garden, which is an afternoon in the Garden, which they released in 1997 for the 25th anniversary, he just says the Sweet Inspirations. Where on the evening show, which was the actual one that was released, Elvis's recorded at Madison Square Garden, he actually gave us a squirrel on her deck, and she is like literally on the other side of the glass, and Ginger's like, "Ooh, squirrel." But he introduces each one. Myrna, he goes to Sissy Houston. He goes to and uses their first name and introduces them separately. So I just thought it was funny how he did that. She starts barking. She's got her rear end up in the air, tail just going. Yeah. Ginger, I don't know if you can hear her. She's kind of growling. Like she wouldn't hurt a fly, but she's actual tough when she sees something or she sees another dog. My daughter sometimes jokes if we ever had a break-in, Ginger would probably pounce on them and like lick their face off because she's just a sweet, friendly dog. But what else? Oh, I want to read that. Try to read. I'm sorry if I didn't get to everybody's questions. They pop up so quick, and they come fast and furious. But trying to think who it was. Was it somebody just recently in the chat just said that they delayed Elvis on tour? It's not coming out till the end of January. I have not heard that. I hope that's not the case. I will have to check out Shop Elvis and the Graceland store to see if they've updated it. But I'm trying to think who that was that said that. It was maybe 5, 6, 7 minutes ago. Somebody mentioned that Elvis on tour is now end of January. So I don't know if there was like delays and like editing or remastering or whatever. I would have think by now they had it done, and it's common. You even see it a lot with FTDs. A lot of times FTDs, they'll come out and then they get delayed month and a half. Ed, speaking of Ed, he had gotten Kid Galahad, and it took the poor guy like 3 months to get his copy. It's just, the delays are ridiculous. That's why when I get them, Graceland says same. What? And yeah, Kyrie says, yep, end of January. Oh no. So yeah, I guess they updated. Give me that. I have a laundry basket, and a little stinker went over and pulled one out of the laundry basket. No, Kyrie, that's what I'm hearing. 2 people in this live stream have said that it's been delayed, so evidently that's what's going on. Ricky says, yeah, I saw that, was looking forward to getting my pre-order before Christmas. That's the thing that doesn't make sense. You'd think people would buy it, and maybe that's why they did. Maybe well, see, no, if it's January, people are going to get it from Christmas. I think that's an odd decision on the part of BMG Sony. Ginger's like flipping out. Lay down, girl. Ginger. Oh well. Yeah, this is not a Ginger video or live stream. It's just she is like, she sees a squirrel and she's about ready to go out of her mind. She wants to pounce. But like I said, she wouldn't hurt a flea. She's like she's all pup. But yeah, and then what else is coming out? Oh, Blue Hawaii on 4K. Nigel says, wait, yeah, Nigel, apparently the Elvis on Tour box set is delayed until January, which stinks, but another month. Marcus, loving my new Audio-Technica turntable. Yeah, that's what I have, an Audio-Technica. That's what I have back there. I bought the top end, but so Beat Up Record says, hey Mark, will the new Elvis on Tour set be complete? Or when you say complete, I know it has 4 full concerts, 4 complete concerts. I think the other 2 discs, I'm not mistaken, or maybe it's 5 concerts. I think it's 4 concerts. And then the other 2 discs are rehearsals, which, you know, they did like Burning Love, Separate Ways and all that. And then there's a Blu-ray of the of the movie. So yeah, it's a shame. I had no idea. I didn't realize that I'm trying to get her attention to show them, like, she's like fascinated with the squirrel. Yeah, we have squirrels. Like we back up the woods. Hold on, the freaking comments go away. Marty says yes, 4 concerts, 2 rehearsals. Ricky says our dog pulls me on the leaves. She sees a squirrel too, and they're a lot near us. Yeah, we back up the woods, which is nice. January 20th, 2023, Kyrie says. So it is January 20th now, apparently. But that's the thing, like different sites. Like I know Shop Elvis and the Graceland store, whenever there's new releases, they're never in unison with each other. Usually the Graceland store gets their stuff a little bit earlier than Shop Elvis. If you knock down my little, yeah, she's like all over the place. You can't walk underneath my tripod, girl. So yeah, yeah, they're never in sync with each other. And I always thought they were owned by the same company through Elvis Presley Enterprises. I know that Elvis Shop is, but Graceland store, I think that's owned. So I don't know why they have to be in collaboration somehow or owned jointly. But yeah, they never have the same release dates. Usually the Graceland store gets their stuff maybe 2 to 3 weeks before. So Marcus says Amazon is still saying December 2nd, so there is hope. So Amazon's usually spot on. That's likely where I'm going to order mine. And Marcus says, so is Shop Graceland. So yeah, maybe they haven't either updated it yet. I can't imagine if it's delayed, if it's only affecting some outlets. So maybe it's just, maybe that's the way it is. Maybe it's that store. Mark, what is your full hi-fi equipment you use? Is deck cartridge? Well, my speakers are Klipsch, which I think they're German speakers, but um, mid range. Like they're not the top, but they're not the lowest. Like anything I usually get electronics wise is kind of like my weakness. I usually get the best. I like quality. I'm a huge believer in what you pay for is what you get. Um, yeah, Beat Up Record says Elvis visited 50 different cities. So yeah, it definitely won't be the complete because they weren't all recorded. A lot of stuff from April of '72 was recorded. And on Elvis Close Up, which is a box set that came out, I don't know, probably 15 years ago. That's got a full that had been previously unreleased. I think it's in San Antonio, Texas. That was recorded by RCA. That's a complete concert. Actually, it's a really good concert. It's on a 4 CD box set. It's the fourth disc. That was also recorded in April of '72. So, and it's just fantastic. So yeah, I got Klipsch speakers. My turntable is Audio Technica. It's the 600 series, which is the top. It's like a DJ table. And I mean, it works for me, and I enjoy it. It sounds fantastic. And I have my speakers spread out because I'm an entertainment center, like you can see behind me. So I have the one speaker. You can't see it from here, but I got the one speaker down here. It's a bookshelf speaker, powered, and then I got the other one about maybe 4 feet away from me. So yeah, so I enjoy it, but so yeah, I'll probably let this go another like 5 minutes, and then like I said, I gotta take her for a walk, and then I hate the drive into Wilmington because you got to hit the interstate and then go in like all the back roads in the city, and I'm just not looking forward to it. Yeah, Ricky, Audio Technica is good stuff, good quality stuff. I mean, there's turntable, like with anything, there's turntables out there I've seen for $2,000, $2,500. I have no interest to spend that kind of money on a turntable. I love my music, but I'm not spending that kind of money. But yeah, so, and then I'm hoping I get in there. The last time I went, when I did my pre-op for this eye, I waited in the waiting room for an hour and a half. It's ridiculous. But usually I get in, I usually get in, get seen. They do the x-rays, the pictures, and then I get out. Thanks for subbing. Beat up. Yeah. And the procedure wasn't that bad. I think the anesthesia got me the most. When I woke up, it's normal. I got sick, and the anesthesia kind of messes with your kind of like your equilibrium, and you feel distorted. Ginger, she likes to run upstairs too. Ginger, come here, baby. Hi, baby. So lay down, lay in your bed. So yeah, not looking forward to it, but it's something that has to get done. Very cool, Marcus. It's always good. Yeah, man, my channel has been really booming. I think I just hit 2,400 subscribers. I started my channel day before Christmas, 2 days before Christmas. And yeah, so hopefully in the next month I can hit 2,500 and go on from there. It's not, to me, I don't get as many views as many people that subscribe. I hear the opposite from a lot of people, that people get more views and not the subs. Like the people that watch, only a third of them subscribe, and mine seems to be the opposite. I get a good amount of views, but I just want people to tune in and watch. And so I don't know. I just want to put out good quality content. And so I have somebody at my door. With that, I am going to end this. Like I said, I got to take the dog for a walk. Thank you, each and every one of you, for joining in, watching. I appreciate it. I said, look for that video I mentioned. Hopefully later this afternoon if I can get around to doing it. So, as always, take care of yourself, be safe, and we'll see you soon.